From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, time once again for another edition of The Horse's Mouth here on Buzz TV. Of course, at Tommy Max, at my bar. We're talking tech, we're talking real estate, we're talking Jacksonville, baby. Brought to you by my good friends at Heritage Capital. Great to have them on board. Let's meet the panel. Joe Resnik is here from Martin Pros, Tech Pros. How are you, my man?
I'm doing great. How are you doing
today? Welcome to the show. How long you been in the IT game? Long time?
23 years now. 23 years.
23. How'd you get started?
My dad worked for Symantec.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He got out of radio and he got into tech. My dad was a rock and roll DJ from the early 60s to the mid 90s when he retired. Yeah.
Wow.
And he got into IT. He started playing with tech in the 80s.
Okay.
And then he got into it professionally in the mid 90s. First working for Seagate Software, backup drives, and then his division moved on to Veritas.
Okay.
And Veritas got bought out by Symantec.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he stayed with Symantec till he passed away in 2012.
God bless.
And still, if you call them, you can hear his voice.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
my brother sold for Symantec for a little bit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. So what do you do at Martin Tech? What's
I'm the top man. I'm the top talent. It's my company.
Cool.
I'm putting everything I learned over the years to practice, man. I'm bringing it to my clients, and I'm giving them the best service that they can get.
Beautiful.
Not just customer service, but IT support. I'm bringing cybersecurity to them. I'm bringing managed services.
Yeah. Cool.
And my knowledge and experience, I believe, over the years has come a long way. And I have quality IT services that I bring to them. And more importantly, I bring to them dignity and respect for my clients.
Good. That's good. That's important.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you, sir.
My old friend Will Stout is here. Will, how you doing,
hey, Tom.
man?
How you doing?
You just retired. You've been developing properties for how long?
Over 45 years.
Good for you. We used to communicate back in the day, didn't we?
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
We sure
but
did.
I finally decided to call it quits. And now that I've got IT guys with me, could you tell me how to work my iPhone?
I can help you out a little bit.
Because you got me sitting between two IT guys.
That's right.
And I am the worst in the world.
Listen, Will, we keep the smart guys on the outside. They keep the dumb guys in the inside. Well, at least me.
That's not fair. You don't call him dumb.
Well, I'm talking me more than him. I'm the bartender.
You could be the meathead. He's uneducated. Inexperienced.
As they say,
that's right.
Inexperienced.
As they say, I'm an analog man in a digital world.
There you go. Absolutely.
But the guys at Martin Tech Pros, we can help.
There you go.
Good. Come out to my house this afternoon and see if I can get on my email.
There you go. There you go. What was your favorite development? Can you pick one? If you had one?
The last one.
It was.
The last one, which was here in Jacksonville.
Yep.
It was about 350,000 square feet of mostly office.
Okay.
Biggest tenant at first was Everbank, and now Fanatics has.
Oh, nice.
Is one of the biggest tenants.
Yep.
And we sold the project. My partners and I sold the project, and I managed it for a few years.
Okay.
And then I decided that it was time to get into some of my other things, not-for-profits that I'm on boards of, and just take a little bit of the tedium out of it. I'd been doing it for ever since Vietnam.
Yeah.
So
nice. God bless you. You've earned it, Will. You've earned it.
Yeah. I started. I was a surface warfare officer in the Navy in 1970.
Okay.
And then went to work for a construction company, then developer, and then started my own company.
That's great, man.
So, it's been a wild ride. You had entrepreneurs on here before.
Yep.
It's tough.
People think developer, it's easy. Yeah, no, they don't realize how much it goes. Like, you got to get the money, you got to get everything, permits, everything in line.
Yep. So that people say, what do I do? I've been a glorified expediter.
Yeah.
I find the land.
Yep.
I do a preliminary layout. Yep. Then I hire an architect, a contractor, all the way through the end.
Yeah.
And arrange the financing.
You're not that far from IT, my man, because they do the same kind of stuff, don't you? Yeah, James, welcome back, my man.
Good to see you, Bubba.
How are you, brother?
Hanging.
Yeah, you're looking good.
Try.
Yeah,
Trying to be like you.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of the same. I mean, there's some similarities to that, right?
I mean, it's the business period, right?
Right.
You know, it's understanding the needs, it's finding the needs, it's you know, telling the truth when the truth hurts.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Your clients probably wanted a lot of things that just weren't coming. You know, and I'm sure Joe over here is going to be the same thing, right?
Yep.
They want the unicorn, but all you can afford is the little pony.
Yep.
Let's talk about it, right?
Yep.
So I mean, you know, through the conversations we've had, just the evolution of what technology's brought into industry of real estate, industry period.
Yep.
Yeah, I think is really what's going to drive the next generation of business.
Yeah. Oh, no doubt about it. What about with you know, the AI, artificial intelligence continues to be a topic of conversation. How do you feel? I mean, is it just get used to it and
Yes.
you know it's not going nowhere? Try to figure it out for your business, for your life.
The best way to look at AI
Pretty
right
much.
now, it's the internet boom again.
Yeah.
It's internet boom 2.0.
Yes.
And what it is
Okay.
you know, you hear all these things about fear, right? And anything we have, somebody's going to do something negative with. You know,
Right.
you've got these bad people that are using this to infiltrate organizations and using AI to do so. But we also have to look at it from how much good comes out of it, right?
Sure.
There's so much good platforms. I mean, I showed you the picture earlier. The AI generated me. I lost 100 pounds. It was beautiful. Like, I felt confident.
Put that on your profile.
But you got to get used to it. It's not going anywhere. But the beautiful thing about AI is, I think that a lot of people that are afraid of it, rightfully so, there's security concerns and things like that, and data concerns. But I think the most beautiful thing about it is if you look at it and think about it and use it the right way, it's simplifying our lives exponentially, right?
Okay.
To the point where I was playing around with one the other day that I want an email that does this, and I got a 250-word email that I'm not going to write that.
Right. No, right.
You know, and there's so many things coming out like that are just so useful. But I think where we are in the stages now is we're ground level. So it's providing frameworks, it's providing foundations to add on to it from there. And I think it's going to lead to a point where we're not, you know, everybody's got to worry, oh, I'm going to lose my job to this, I'm going to lose my job to that. No, you're not. You know, a lot of people said that when the internet started, right?
Right,
And what
of course.
happened? We started to reskill, we started to upskill. That's all this is going to create. It's going to create an upskill, and honestly, it's going to make us sharper. It's going to make us more intelligent in what we do.
Yep.
And I think it's going to make us think differently on how we approach life and business.
As long as you, I mean, look, if you put out something there on AI and don't reference it and cross-check it and all, like, as long as you're not like,
Plagiarizing.
okay, right, like, here you go, like, I'm not even going to check it, it's good, right? Because then you don't want the bad data, like you're talking about, to get out.
Well, I think the biggest thing that you want to be careful about right now, and I think Joe will second me on this, is proprietary information. So if you're going to write something, it's how vague can we make this conversation to make it generate what we want, right? You work for a company like Robert Half, or you work for a company like Martin. Like, you're not going to go out there and be like, oh, this is our technology and this is how we operate through a system and I want to do. No, you don't do that.
Right.
Hey, here's what I'm trying to accomplish. Can you write me a proposal? Can you write me a commercial? Can you write this? And it's vague, and you use that as your jumping off point to move it to
Joe,
the next level.
what do you think about all that?
Well, every time that I've used anything that's AI-based, I've used it as a framework, and then I've refined it. I use it as a point of reference. I never rely all of my skills on anything that writes for me.
Right.
Okay.
You know,
Fair.
like
Fair.
a lot of people they that have speechwriters for them, they rely on somebody who's very skilled at writing for them.
No doubt.
These people have years of experience of writing, and they have degrees in these things.
Yep.
I'm finding a lot of these writers, they're not thrilled about AI.
Right.
And it's because of the quality that's output. It may give you a lot of content,
Sure.
but if you read the content, it
Right.
doesn't
That's what I'm getting
have
at.
the same feeling as a human.
No.
Right.
The benefit of AI is that it can create new ideas for you.
Sure.
It can help motivate you to look at things from a new perspective.
Yep.
And what it can do for us with cybersecurity, it can help us create new encryptions.
Yep.
And it can help combat DDoS attacks.
Yeah.
You know, it can mitigate a lot of
Yeah.
risk.
Think about this. Yeah, absolutely. Think about this, Will. If you know the decks that we have to put together to go raise money and get everything on, they could be put together for you quicker and done the right way. Instantly. That would save a ton of time.
So that's a good point. And you know, obviously that could help there. Yep. But in business, for me, over all these years, it was the face-to-face contact and getting my prospective client to trust me.
Right.
And the only way you can do that is to look them in the eye.
Yeah.
AI can't look them in the eye.
No, but we don't want that.
Yeah. No.
Those of us who are in the industry, we're not replacing people with AI. We want people who are skilled with AI to use it for what it does.
But think about that. Texting has taken the place of some of that.
Oh,
the communication. A lot of people communicate through text. There's no call. There's no face-to-face.
AI is pushing thought innovation.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's changing ideas.
Yep.
It's saying, I have this. Have you thought about it this way? And then you produce this.
Okay, fair enough.
What it's really coming to.
All right, we got to go, but what a great conversation. Thanks so much for being here. Best of luck.
Thank you.
And what you're doing, and happy retirement there.
Yeah, happy retirement.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right, check out these great profiles and this conversation at iwannabuzz.com. Until next time, y'all stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on the Horse's Mouth. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, Tom McManus here with Carpet Man Flooring. Wow, warehouses the size of football fields filled with rolls of carpet and LVP. That's luxury vinyl planking.
LVP.
Carpet Man's LVP.
Carpet Man.
Carpet Man's
LVP.
the luxury beneath your feet.
Our prices, they can't be beat.
LVP.
Carpet Man's LVP.
Carpet Man Flooring, your hometown flooring store.